sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
All right, so you're here because you want to stay in the loop, but you don't have all day, right?
Exactly, and we respect that.
So today we're going to take a look at this presidential memorandum straight from the White House.
Dated March 22nd, 2025.
2025, that's right.
And this is not just your everyday memo.
Oh, no.
This one actually directs the heads of all executive departments and agencies to immediately rescind security clearances and access to classified information for a whole list of people.
So that's what we're diving into today.
That's our deep dive today.
The scope of this and what this might mean reading between the lines.
Just going by what's written in the memo.
Right, exactly.
Not going outside of that.
So let's start with the actual directive.
Yeah.
What does it actually tell these folks to do?
So it says very clearly that they have to revoke any active security clearances held by these individuals and stop their access to classified information.
Immediately.
No
ifs, ands, or buts.
And on top of that...
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, it revokes unescorted access to secure U.S. government facilities.
That's pretty sweeping.
It's a big deal.
So who are we talking about here?
So the memo names Anthony Blinken, Jacob Sullivan, Lisa Monaco, Mark Zaid.
I'm writing these down as you go.
Norman Eisen, Letitia, James, Alvin Bragg, Andrew Weissman, Hillary Clinton.
Okay, keep going.
Elizabeth Cheney, Kamala Harris, Adam Kinzinger,
Right.
Fiona Hill, Alexander Vindman, Joseph R. Biden Jr.,
Okay.
and any other member of Joseph R. Biden Jr.'s family.
So a former president and
family
members.
Yes.
And when we talk about classified information, what exactly do they mean?
That's a good question because it could mean a lot of things.
Right.
But the memo clarifies that this includes receiving classified briefings. So things like the president's daily brief.
Okay.
If any of these individuals were still receiving it.
Right.
But crucially, it also covers access to classified information held by the intelligence community that they might have had due to their previous government roles, positions. Yeah.
So past and present.
Exactly. So it's about both current and potential future access.
Gotcha.
Based on their past.
Okay, so that covers if they were, working directly for the government.
Right.
What about folks who got their security clearances through private companies?
Yeah, good point, because there are a lot of those.
Yeah.
And the memo addresses this as well.
Okay, good.
In those cases, the specific U.S. government entity that granted the clearance has to notify the private entity about the revocation.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So they're trying to make sure this is applied.
Across the board.
No matter how they got the clearance in the first place.
Makes sense. And then there's this whole section that looks like a legal disclaimer.
Oh, yeah. The legalese always got to love that.
Always got to have it. So what does that essentially boil down to?
It basically says that this memo doesn't give anyone any legal rights or benefits against the U.S. government.
So they can't sue. Right.
It's basically saying this is what we're doing.
We're doing it.
And that's it.
So to wrap all this up, what's the main point here? What's the big takeaway?
I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. A presidential mandate to cut off security clearances and access to classified information for a whole bunch of people.
From all walks of life.
Exactly. Former president, family members, political figures, legal experts, you name it.
And we're just going by what this memo says.
Absolutely. That's all we have to work with.
No outside speculation.
Because of facts.
So I'm curious, given the range of people on this list, what do you think the immediate fallout might be?
That's a good question, and it's one we'll all be watching.
Absolutely. Something to think about.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Anytime.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll.